you go, guys. We're live.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Just catching up with Joe right here. Finally we could say his name.
I'm here.
Still a little bit in shell shock from the eviction last night, but almost made it through. You were expecting a double eviction?
I wasn't expecting. I mean, my heart dropped when they said it because I knew I could be in trouble.
How many times were you on that block?
Five blocks, and they were just going to keep putting me up if I couldn't win a competition.
Lucky number 5.
Yeah, no.
Let me touch that bad boy.
Hey, go ahead.
What's going on there?
Hey, yeah, that's my flavor saver.
Yeah? You got any name for it, or just flavor saver?
Flavor saver is my mini Claus. It's a little Santa Claus tash. It's my, I'm the mini Claus around the house for the kids.
You're like the beard of Will's hair.
There you go.
You know? All right, well, what we do here, Joe, is we take questions from the audience. I tell them each and every week. So these questions are going directly to you, and we're going to kick it off. Lizzie wants to know, how'd you feel when you thought yesterday you were talking to Shane and it was really Dan? Dude, I got to tell you, that was possibly the best part of the show yesterday.
That was classic. Well, let me tell you, I mean, I just had no idea. I felt like can I take my foot out of my mouth? I mean, you're sitting there and you're going, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, because it's pitch black in there. And he goes, Joe, it's Dan. Go to sleep. I was like, I was absolutely mortified.
Dude, your face was I mean, you can't, they have the night vision, and you just pause it for 2 seconds, you go.
So I didn't even know I said that.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I sat for probably 4 hours just going, how do I fix this? Well,
it was great. You didn't even say, oh man, now you try to make an excuse. Shane goes, did you? And you go, yeah, I did.
Yes, I did.
What are you going to do?
Absolutely. That was a tough position to be in.
Joe, do you realize when you talk how loud you are?
My wife, yes, because my wife shushes me all the time. I don't know what it is. I think it comes from, I have 2 older brothers, and I constantly had to battle for some attention in the house because they were just as loud as me, so I was always trying to top them.
So you're not you're a chef, but are you allowed inside the restaurant or just in the kitchen because you're loud?
They don't let me in the front of the house, man.
That's why you got to stay in the back. You got to stay in the back.
Maybe that's why I'm so loud. With the pots and pans banging back there, I got to yell at people. It's a constant yelling battle. Friday and Saturday night, it's like 20 tickets deep. I got to be screaming back there.
Well, everyone heard you, man. Everyone heard you. Trust me, all season long. You think? Well, I wasn't going to go there. Never mind. But what do you think? Speaking of chefs, you were obviously there to cook for everybody. That was one of your strategies to get you far, and it kind of got you pretty far.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing for me with going in is I knew I didn't really think I was going to win any competitions. I knew I'd try and maybe get lucky and come out with 1 or 2. I had no idea it was going to be over. but cooking is, I said, go with what you know. And obviously what I know is cooking. I wanted to use cooking, and I kind of wanted to, use that, kind of the good old boy mentality of just hanging out and talking with people and getting to know people. So, that's what I do, and that's what I tried.
What was your favorite dish to cook in there? Because you got some good ingredients. You have your good basic ingredients in there. So
well, America hooked us up with a cod and salmon. I mean, we had salmon, guys, and we had.
That's not a punishment.
That's not a punishment. Exactly. I mean, that was very, very nice. You
don't know how loud it is in here right now. I'm not even kidding around.
We're bursting at the seams right here.
Oh man, it's soundproof booth that you're in on Big Brother. I wonder if they could hear you in the house. That was some of your downfall.
It was often said that they could hear me in the diary room sitting on the couch.
And it's soundproof.
And it's soundproof.
I don't doubt it, man, because right now, Jordan's not going to...
I am seriously thinking about getting my ears checked out when I get home. Because there could be damage.
It might be. Barry wants to know, Joe, do you think any of the house cats will starve now that you're out of there?
The good thing is I did leave Gin City a pack of slop burgers and a pack of slop cookies because I just wanted to take care of her. So I put a Ziploc bag together because she's on slop for the rest of the season.
I know, yeah, that's right. You just reminded me of that.
I definitely made her. I think that they're going to be eating mac and cheese the rest of the season. If it doesn't come out of a box, nobody in that house can make it.
Nobody cooked? Like you really cooked all the meals?
I cooked 99.9% of the time. Absolutely.
Oh, poor Gin City.
If it was anything else that was made in the house, it was made out of a box.
Joe, a lot of the people want to know.
Dan can make killer tomato soup. He can open the can really well.
Oh, that's good. I saw him slicing an apple the other day, too.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He was a whiz in the kitchen. Joe, a lot of people want to know, too. You always come up with these stories, tall tales, if you will.
Absolutely.
You got any that you want to share right now?
Right off the cuff.
Right off the cuff. I just want to hear what's going on with some of these stories.
Man, I mean, you got to understand, I come from a very, very small town, and we had to make up all the fun we could do. So we got ourselves in a lot of trouble.
So is there Bigfoot running around your town?
We could have a Bigfoot. It is possible, Jeff.
But are you saying there is one, or what?
Are you trying to put me on record right now?
I am.
There's a Bigfoot in Wilmore, Kentucky.
Well, it's a small town. That's where Bigfoot seems to show up.
Bigfoot might have started right there.
And I thought you might have a story about it.
I cannot confirm or deny that, bro.
I thought he was coming over for Christmas
Maybe
dinner.
it is.
But give us a tall tale. I want to hear one of these ripping tall tales.
Ripping tall tales.
Wasn't some dog eat a stick or something? Was that one of your stories?
It was the truth. The big bulldog. It's my wife's cousin. They have a bulldog, and it ate. I think it was a shovel, and half the stick got stuck in its mouth. I mean, Guinness Book of World Record stuff here, Jeff. I'm not kidding.
Did you call them? Is this official?
I've seen the X-ray. I don't know if it's official, but I really think it is official. I will check it out and send it to you.
It's not official, but it's official.
It's official.
It's official in Kentucky.
It's official in my book. If you, I'm gonna post the X-rays.
I want to pick when we're out of here.
You can see the stick. X-rays? Yes, you can see the stick. It's this long, sticking in the dog's belly.
You got to post that.
I will post that.
And that will be retweeted.
Okay.
Forever
I promise you, I will post
You'll
it.
have as
Sarah,
many
get on
fans
that
as
now.
Justin Bieber after that. Jennifer wants to know, if you had to make it to the end, who would you have picked to be with you in the final two?
I would have definitely picked Shane.
Shane?
Yeah.
Well,
Shane would have rode with me.
It seems like you were kind of being loyal throughout the season to Shane. Was that true?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the reason why I wanted to pick Shane was, I mean, I saw early on that competitively I was going to need some help in this competition, because you can't protect your house if you're not head of household and you're not winning vetoes. So I thought, man, this guy is probably a good guy to latch on to, and the dude's a really nice dude. I mean, hanging out with him and talking and chatting, the guy was awesome. So I thought, okay, he does all that, and maybe I can help him with the campaigning and the talking in the house. And that, I thought maybe that would be an equal relationship. And he's just struck me as the guy that maybe I could really trust and carry this thing out. Obviously, he trusted Danielle a little better.
A little bit. Well, Danielle's working with some different equipment.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I use the word kind of cling to Shane because it seems like you kind of went to where the power was as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think I got blamed to that. But I had Janelle in the house, which was flip-flopping as a coach. We couldn't pick our coaches; they picked us.
Exactly.
And I had a strategy of mine, was what I called many alliances.
Many or many?
Many.
Yeah, many is more than words.
It's side alliance. So as I told Shane, it's just a backup. It's like a backup plan. A plan B is an escape route. If something happens to us real quick, we need to run over here and check something else out.
And you had those all over.
So I had them all over.
You were playing it all over.
I was playing, but I mean, those were all to protect Shane and I. We would try to somehow work in to say, hey, just long as I'll work here, here, Shane, come with me. Here, Shane, come with me. Because again, that's what I want. I wanted to protect him, so he would protect me in the competitions.
But you think you would have took Shane to the final two? Do you think Shane would have repaid the favor or took Danielle in the end?
Obviously,
I mean, it's tough.
Obviously
it's
not.
a prediction.
I don't think so now. I mean, I truly 100% thought he would. I believed him. We shook hands on it one night. We said we had a final two deal.
Well, speaking of Shane, you guys each have your own little style there.
We have our own little style.
And Shane has his own little style in there, too.
Yeah.
What do you think of Shane's style in there?
What, pink Shane?
Well, I mean, we could
Shane,
go, let's start from the neck here. Let's work our way down. So, you know what puka shells are?
Huh?
Puka shells?
No.
You don't?
Puka shells.
Oh, man. I thought we were on a roll here. Don't you know those white beads?
Oh, it's beads he's got.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I didn't know what they were called.
Oh, but did you like them?
Yeah, no.
Well, you got nothing to say about it? Well, that just felt like
I'm sorry, I was going with his hair. The dude's constantly shaving.
All right, let's get out of
I mean, every two minutes he's either naring himself or picking. Danielle used to sit in the bathroom and pick his hair for him. She used to pluck his hair
That's
out
disgusting.
I was like, what are you doing? But that's what I was going with. He shaves his legs, he shaves his armpits, his chest, his arm. I'm like, dude, are you a swimmer? I mean, I didn't get it.
He obviously grew up or he didn't. We touched on that. He's from Vermont.
Yeah,
he wears puka beads and shaves himself to be more stealthy in the water.
In the snow.
Makes perfect sense. With pink tank tops.
Yes.
So, Joe, who do you think now, I mean, we've talked about who you would take to the finals.
Yeah.
You were the last person out of there. Who do you think has the best shot of winning this whole thing? Legit.
Ian.
Really?
Yeah. I myself, a more intellectual person in my life. The guy's got basically a photographic memory, and I think coming down the stretch here, if he pulls off some of these memory competitions, I think the other house is worried about him. It's very possible he could do it. I think Dan's in the house, and he's the strongest gamer, just overall gamer. I think it's the most dangerous thing in the world. I said I thought it was Frank's downfall when he didn't get him out when he could. I mean, I think that if he looks back in the season, he's going to go, wow, did I make a mistake? You know, why get out Brittany when you had Dan hanging?
Right.
You know,
well, it's tough to look back like that. You know, you're in the moment and things like that. So it's tough to look back and say you have regrets. Obviously, when you're out, you did something wrong. Yeah. So do you have any regrets going back? Would you have done anything differently?
Oh, yeah, I would have never confused Dan for Shane. Well, I think I'd just completely redo. I want a rewind button.
Well, you would have ruined it for me. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, I mean, overall, man, I had the time of my life. You know, you've been in there. It's like the beginning when you start something. You have no idea what these people are or where they're from, and I truly built a lot of bonds in there that I really hope to stay connected to for some time.
So friends with outside the house, everybody?
Everybody.
Not one person you don't want to talk to?
Not one person that I don't want to talk to.
Really? Yeah. Even Big Willie style?
Actually, I'd love to talk to Willie. I want to see what his breakdown was. I want to know why. I mean, how do you have a meltdown like that when you have a shot at $500,000?
I don't know.
I mean, you just don't throw that shot away.
It seems like a long time ago.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a long time ago, and I think it's water under the bridge. So, I'd like to chat with him.
Well, I like your attitude because it is a game and it is what happens in that house, you know, but some people take them feelings with you outside.
Yeah, he may punch me if I see him again.
I doubt that. I doubt that. Peggy wants to know, Joe, you seem to float to power each week. Who other than Janelle were you planning to be loyal to? Well, you already said Shane. Were you that loyal to Janelle? If Janelle would have stuck around, would you have been loyal to her?
Yeah, the thing is, guys, I mean, Janelle, I was set and determined to stay with our little coaches team. You know, it would have been Janelle, Will, and Ashley, but Will started doing some stuff that I didn't like. I mean, there's no better way to say it. I couldn't trust him anymore. So then, then Ashley was kind of going with Will. So I was getting really worried there. So I was trying to create stuff on my own. I absolutely thought Janelle was wonderful. I thought she was a great coach. Obviously, there was some stuff said in the house that I don't know if she said or not, because I won't know until I get, later on find out some of the reasons she
Like what? I'll confirm it.
Well, because she was evicted earlier.
I can't confirm it.
I know. But they said that she had said stuff about Danielle, and I don't even know if that's true.
Okay.
So I know that Danielle came to me and said that was one of the reasons that she was putting her up is that she had talked bad about her personally. I don't know if that's true, so I'm going to have to wait and find out. But I really like Janelle. But when I set out to have Shane as an alliance, that was my alliance. I mean, it was just going to be the two, and I really didn't. Everything else was a side or a backup plan in case something come crashing down.
And yesterday, I mean, when they, after that second, after you guys walked back in from the, the HOH, you just went and sat right on the block. What's up? You had no confidence? You thought at all you were saying?
It was weird going in that when I heard 2 evicts, I knew in my heart of hearts, I said, Joe, you got to win. This is where you're going to have to pull out a veto, or you're going to have to pull a HOH out of the sack, because if you don't, you're in a bad placement here. Because I knew, Dan, Danielle, and Shane, from the very beginning had been, together.
Right.
So that's a long time. How do you break that?
That was a loud one, man.
How do you break that up? I knew that could be trouble for me.
You thought you won the competition yesterday.
I thought I did.
You made it halfway and you're like, what's up?
I might want to pay attention.
You're like, Julie, are you paying attention?
I wanted to get to the veto. I saw a big veto sign. I got to the veto. I should have had the veto, Jeff.
I thought you had it, man.
You should have gave it to me.
You fooled me. So what was your favorite moment out of all season? What was your favorite moment of Big Brother? I know you love the whole show and you love everybody. But
no. By far. I don't know if everybody got to see this, though, is Brittany as MC Snowflake. Brittany is a rapper, guys. If you don't have the chance, if you ever get the chance, Brittany has got to make a video. She can rap some Eminem like you've never heard before.
Like real good?
Like real good. Like attitude. Like she is MC Snowflake. And she comes out to a whole different personality. I'm telling you, she needs to take this on the road. But by far, it was my I mean, some mornings I would get up early just to see her do MC Snowflake.
Did she do it? Oh, she did it. Oh, I see what you're saying. So, well, that's why they can't play it.
Because they couldn't play it.
Right, because you can't sing in the Big Brother house, because everybody knows you hear stop singing.
But it's amazing, and I wanted to mention it because I hope that she gets a video out there on YouTube of this, because it's an amazing sight to see.
Well, I'm going to have to check it out. I'm going to have to check it out one time.
It's amazing.
So how long were you in that house altogether?
64 days.
I'm not here to correct you. Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But what I was getting at is Marie wants to know, how much do you miss your family in those 64 days, Joe?
Wow. I mean, you can't even comprehend that. But what I mean by that is every day what I would do to combat that is I would think of small memories. Meaning anything that impacted my life, a sporting event. You know, my son scores a basket, my daughter's, wins a tournament in softball, my twins, gymnastics or graduation. I would just every night, the big thing I would do is put that picture in my head.
Those are some good memories.
Just kind of relive it, so that it brought me closer to home. But you can't, I mean, it's the first time in my life I've ever had that distance and that much time or space in between. So it is a pain, it's a painful moment.
I can't even imagine. Yeah. I'm sure, you made them proud, but you think you made them proud on the show? You think you stuck up for your family in Kentucky?
Man, let me tell you something. That's one of the worries in the house sometimes. That you think, man, I hope people are proud.
Well, that wasn't a leading question. You did great, and you did great. So I'm sure they are proud of you.
That's something but I think about that, and I obviously I absolutely love Kentucky, and I absolutely love our basketball team and our Wildcats. So I wanted to make sure I gave props to them.
I didn't notice, Joe.
You didn't
Over all the yelling, I didn't even know what you were wearing every single day. A blue shirt with a Kentucky hat.
You couldn't see me. You couldn't see what I got on. But yeah, I mean, we're a blue nation in Kentucky. Although I live in Cherville, Indiana, which is right up in your neck of the woods, close to Chicago. So, but I just wanted to represent that, and we always say in the house, know your role, and I wanted to make sure everybody knew who I was.
Well, Kentucky represent.
Representing.
So, Joe, what was your favorite competition in the house that you didn't win?
That's the one I won.
All of them?
Yeah. Oh man, my favorite competition was just the veto,
the maze?
The corn.
Oh, I was like,
the corn one.
Oh yeah.
I just loved going through the caramel there, the muck. We had to go through a sticky glue, and the mud bath. We had to bring back the corn cob.
I know. I love those competitions.
Yeah, I mean, it was down and dirty, and I thought I had it. If it was one,
I was going to say
name,
that's
I would have won.
That was a good one for you. You know what I mean?
That was a great one for me. We said hauling bricks. I was hauling bricks.
You look good though. Did you lose some weight in the house?
Yeah, dude. Shane's the man when it comes to. He has a little boot camp going there. I got dropped like 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, when you walked in, you looked great. I didn't see you before, but you could see throughout the show.
We were doing a mini boot camp and things that I had never done in my life. He taught me. He taught me to isolate muscles. I mean, isolate stomach muscles. I had never done that. The only lifting I knew to do was deadlift or bench press. So
exactly. Yeah, but then now it's like all these little muscles, and you train all this.
So we worked out with him quite a bit, and I think it paid off a little bit. I think Sarah's going to be really happy when I get home.
She's going to be liking it. She's going to be liking it. All right, Clear Tweets 14 wants to know, do you think you made any big moves in the game? If so, what?
Yeah, I no doubt. In the beginning,
are we taking a water break?
Yeah. In the beginning,
I had 2 shows. I'm dying over here.
In the beginning, I did this little thing called Team Diversity, and it was to go against Willie's. Willie really wanted to get out Frank. Mm-hmm. And I created a real quick alliance and built a team to save Frank's life because he wanted him out and he was mad. They got in a big fight before our fight.
Right.
So a couple of times, I took initiative to start a fire under people's butts to get them rolling. I didn't feel like in this season that people really wanted to set alliances.
And this was early on.
It was early on, yeah.
Right.
It was early on. And then after that, Janelle, my coach said, Joe, be careful. People that come out as leaders become targets. So she told me to reel it back in.
Well, that's a good. That's actually a good of your coach to tell you that, because it's true.
Yeah, she said reel it back in. So, but yeah, I definitely made some moves. And anytime that I felt that Shane and myself were in danger, like I said, I would go run and figure out a backup plan. So those were my kind of moves. Like I said, if you're not winning competitions, you better find. And hey, cooking. It never fails.
Well, I mean, that's a great part of the social game. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have to win every competition, as you know.
Yeah.
Not as you know. That wasn't
a
direct shot as you.
I was actually
going to compliment Dr. Will, because he went all the way through without winning one competition.
Yeah.
So it's a lot about your social game, and you made it really far.
Yeah, I'm proud of 6. I mean, it's the only time in life I want to finish 6, but I didn't want to finish 6 here either. But you know, the thing I can say about this season is, as much as we fought, as much as, you know, the backstabbings that happened, things that went on, we did sit down to every meal as a family. Oddly enough, most of the battles stopped for at least that half hour when we all sat down at the dinner table.
So all in all, Jennifer wants to know, last question, are you happy with the way you played the game?
Oh, yeah, I am supremely happy. I mean, the only thing that I would have done different is I wish that we would have had could have picked the people you wanted to be around and trust from the beginning instead of having the coaches.
You would have liked it just to be all straight up?
Come in and, you know, because I think I would have been with Shane from straight on and maybe beat Danielle to the punch.
But no regrets?
No, not a single regrets. I said I'd do it 10 times again. You know, where in Kentucky, I make a joke, but if somebody offered me a 1 in 15 shot at $500,000, I'd do it 20 times.
You gotta give Jordan a call when you're out of here. Except she won one, but now she's done. She won't go back.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we don't know. We don't know.
Who knows?
But Joe,
yeah, I would love it.
It's been great, man. You were very entertaining this summer. I'm sure your family's very proud. And you're still part. You're going to jury. You're still part. We're going to see you on finale night.
Yeah.
So you got a big decision to make.
Man.
But go get some R&R.
I'll be thinking about it, but thanks.
No worries. You want to say hi to your family real fast?
Hey, kids, Sarah, baby, I'm gonna get a phone call from her, so hopefully that's coming up, and I'll see you at the finale, baby.
Well, we'll see everybody back here next week, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. And we'll see you guys next week with one other house guest. Well, I can't even go any further because Joe doesn't know much, but you guys know what's going on. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.